You've hit a roadblock in your research, or simply lack the time or training to tackle it yourself, our talented Genealogy Adventures staff of professional researchers are here to help you. Researching poorly documented ancestors is one of our specialities. We're located just outside of Washington, D.C. and near all of the major national archives. We work with individuals, museums, county exhibitions, plus production companies, and we really look forward to working with you on your project. And we are back. I've got a quick question from Douglas Speaks. Really easy. The title of the book is How to Live Well Past 100, and the author's name is Mary L. Beal.
And they can be found on Amazon.
Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
All of that. So what I did was I pushed her down because she's walked away from her little area. So I am what y'all gonna see in all through her houses. But this is just such an awesome, conversation, and I'm hoping that she will definitely be able to, talk with us and have this whole conversation to talk to her because
it's actually. I really, really hope that we can get Mother Shazier, because Dee Turner actually asked a brilliant, made an interesting observation / really good question about the progression of the role of Black women from the time that she was born to today. And I think that would be a really good subject to explore firsthand, and even with with Miss Beal, who's in her 70s, she herself would have seen that progression. So we get two different viewpoints on that one.
Yes. I'm sitting here looking to see if she's gonna be ready. Miss Beal, is she gonna join us?
She's on the way. Just bear with us a moment. She moves slow, but she's moving on her own. So
okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop you down into our green area so that people won't see you all up through your house. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right.
Everyone at home, thank you so much for your patience. But again, it's not every day that we get to interview a woman who's 108 years old.
109.
109. Sorry, I keep shaving a year off her.
109 last month, guys. So it's just so exciting to be able to, I guess I feel the way that I feel because we have Moses. Moses lived to be 115, or in one article it says 116. And to be able to know the things that he saw during that time period, when you think about everything that he saw, the man was born before the American Revolution.
And he was old enough to hear all the stuff that was being said. Right. And see it, because he was running those deeds that we found during that time period. Just were fascinating because you could just see him going from Edgefield, South Carolina, to Caswell, North Carolina, just back and forth, but just to evade the British.
Exactly, and he could understand what was happening during that time. The fact that by the time the war started, by the time the American Revolution started, he was old enough to understand it. And then to see all the other wars that happened between it. So
War of 1812. Then you have the wars of 1848 with Mexico. Then you got the Spanish American War.
Keep it moving.
World War I. World War.
Everything. Just all of these different wars going through. Okay, they're back. Welcome. Oh my God.
Welcome to the show.
This is Mother Lucille Shazier. Say hello. You can speak. She wants you to know that I'm 109 years old, a teenager.
You are.
That's what I call all of my old folks, but
I tell them I'm a teenager because I ain't but 109. And when you when you're that age, you can claim whatever you want to claim.
This is true. No one is going to take your flowers.
Not a one. Matter of fact, we're here to give them to you today.
Oh, you see, she has a sense of humor.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I love it. I love it.
Well, our audience are continually sending you blessings. And again, thank you so much for being able to join us.
Yeah, she's having a little bit of hard time hearing. I'm gonna see if I can turn the volume up a little bit so that she can hear you better.
Because I don't hear like old folks. I hear like young folks.
So, Mary, why don't you tell her to just talk and share a story?
Okay, you said just talk and share a story about your growing up, your lifehood.
I was a happy little. Oh, I want to say happy woman because I told you I'm young now. So that was my older days. When I was back then, 16 and all like that. That was my old days. But now I'm in my teenager, and I can have any fun I want to have with y'all children.
Well, Mother, I know you like to sing, and everybody loves to hear you sing. Would you tell them what your favorite song is and share it with them?
Well, I what people think is my favorite song. I say that song. If anybody asks you who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. And I can sing a little bit of it for you if you want to hear this teenagers sing a little bit.
Oh, we'd love to.
Yes.
You said they would love to. Go ahead.
Yeah, anybody asks you who I am, hey, who I am, hey, who I am, hey, anybody asks you who I am, could you tell them a child of God? Oh, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Church, I once was lost, but now I was blind, but now I see. So anybody ask you who I am, hey, who I am, hey, who I am, hey, anybody ask you who I am, could you tell them I'm a child of God? You know, I came to Jesus once when I was lost. I was wearing wounds and I was sad, but I found in here a resting place that he had made me glad. So if anybody asks me who I am, hey, who I am, hey, who I am, hey, anybody ask you who I am, could you tell me a child of God?
Yeah! I don't know about songs, but I'm excited.
Okay. Now you see how that strong that voice is.
Yes.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, Mother Shazier, anything else you would like for them to know about you?
Well, you know, I done lived up to he got 109 years old.
But you've seen a lot during those 109 years.
Yeah, I've seen a lot in 109 years, but I don't know whether I can tell it in a way that they would understand or get some joy out of it, because I I can say when I was young, I had young friends, and sometimes uh, they would go one way and I'd go another. In a way of they treat me like they want to treat me and walk off from me or do something to me that I dislike, or I might do something to them that they dislike. So that was my young life. I guess you might say I was a devil in some ways. In some ways, I guess I was a devil, but the Lord brought me.
I have a question, if you don't mind, and it's actually partially inspired by what Mother just sang.
Question.
Um, as a people, African Americans have had to make our own joy in this country. What has kept Mother Shazier moving for 109 years? In the face of adversity, like I said, we make our own joy as a people. We've always had to do that.
I'm going to have to repeat your question for her. She didn't hear it all. She said, as an African American people, we have suffered a lot and have to make our own joy, I think, in this world. So what do you have to say to that?
Well, I've had to make my own joy. I know when I was maybe 16 years old, I had to work to make a living, and I think that's making my own joy. Any kind of work I can get to do, shaking peanuts, picking cotton, anything I could do to help me to live and enjoy my living. I had to do it. So those are the things that I was into when I was young and coming up and trying to live through this life.
And does she have any kind of general words of advice from basically her?
Advice to your younger generations.
Other generation, they should be very appreciate to life, not according to what mine was, because so many things that I had to do to try to live, they don't have to do it. I was young and I used to have to go in the woods and try to cut wood for me to have a fire at night. Young people don't have things like that to do. I would drag green trees back to my house, maybe a block or two. I stayed on 6th Avenue, and I go down there to see the creek, that place, and cut some green pies or whatever I could to get for heat for myself. So